So going into week two, I was really happy with where I was at with surfing. I went over that hump of confidence. I said, okay, I'm good to go. I think I'm gonna really enjoy getting back into this. Um, yeah, I was waiting for Saturday to come because I was ready. I wanted to get in the water again and see what more I could do. So the confidence boost for me getting back out there was really just seeing that I could stand up on the board again. I could catch a wave without having any help. Riding down the line and not making a complete fool of myself by dumping off. So it was very helpful. So the surf here in Folly is really interesting. Growing up in Florida, I grew up in one of the most consistent waves on the East Coast, so there was always something there. Folly is tumultuous. Depending on the time of day, it changes how you can catch a wave. So it's the environment that we're in, though. It's really good to learn because it starts us out at a really good level. Waves aren't too big, but they're just enough to get you going. Um, but then you go a couple hours later, and then you really have to fight for it sometimes. So. Yeah. So I have Alisa as my wellness coach. She's awesome. I was able to go through and connect with her very quickly. I didn't think that I was going to be able to talk to this random person and kind of go into the details that we go into about the different parts of my life and the different strategies for wellness and all the components of it. So she was very open and welcoming. So that was awesome. Going in, my fear was I thought it was going to be just like some of the other therapy that I've dealt with through the VA, where it's hard to express yourself. I have a hard time making friends and maintaining relationships. So I was definitely concerned that I wasn't going to be able to get everything out of um, what wellness potentially could be for me. Um, but for some reason, I'm in this group and I'm making friends, I'm making connections, and I'm not really having to struggle as much. I think a lot of it is commonality because of our backgrounds with military and then also getting back into surfing, and that that commonality is really beneficial. So with the aligning purpose scale and in week two, just going through and with those decision makings strategies, it it really is going through and trying to figure out how you look at different aspects of your life and where it can go, and it really opens you up to sit, to look at some of the actions. Where we sit there and if we're going to the grocery store and what way do you go around the grocery store, simple things like that. You know that's it's kind of eye-opening to see on paper and have somebody else like help you identify the different ways that you operate your life. I think one of the skills that I really wanted to work on with decision making is being mindful and recognizing when I had to actually make a decision and instead of pushing it off. A lot of times I push things off and say, "Well, I can't really think about it that way." But Elisa helped me out. She gave me some recommendations on writing stuff down on a piece of paper, doing the pros and cons, and some different strategies with overlapping pie charts and things like that. Um, that really helped me break goals down and decisions down into smaller chunks, so I can really actually start completing goals.